Hello, y'all. You fantastic people. Hey, AJ. Plywood's in the house. Baby K. Cat. Thank you, Cat. This has been my therapy piece. Let me show you guys this. I know some of you guys have seen it, but I haven't put this on the box yet. I sanded it to 320. I cut it and rejoined it because I had a little too much pressure on it and it kind of cupped it. But I'm starting this tomorrow. I got 2 days. I got to get it done. All right, let's see here. Does Joe know he's live? Yes, I know I'm live. Can you hear me, Kat? Or Amy Jo? Apparently I have no sound. Let's try these out. Hear me now. Did I not have sound before, or do I not have sound now? Can you guys hear me? I'm trying to catch up here. Amy Jo had said, does Joe know he's live? Okay. So I did not have sound before. All right. I apologize about that. Oh, shoot. Perfect. Well, good. It's better with sound. Anyway, so there's my chest. I can't shut it all the way, but I can let you have a look inside. There's still some dust down in the bottom, the very bottom. I'm going to vacuum that out, but it's the video is coming out, but it's impossible to put this cooler in here the way I did it with these angles to where the cooler lid will not go on there. It's kind of like like stackable cups. It's like solo cup action. I got them all sloped and it perfectly centers that thing every time you shut the lid. Isn't that pretty? That video will be coming out tomorrow on that. I got to take the hinges off on the back and put one more coat on back there, just like I did up underneath that bottle opener right there. Well, how is everybody? Yes, baby K, it fits perfectly. I would make, and I'll give you the dimensions of the frame. The two frames, the top frame and the base frame, are the same exact size. But I would probably add 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch to this top frame and this base frame in the future. But it's just a standard igloo cooler. I picked it up at Lowe's. It was 35 bucks, 52 quarts. It's like 96 pounds. It's not one of those ones that's hardwired in. When you guys see the video, you'll see it, but everybody puts the plumbing and the drain line on them. And I just decided to do one you can take your cooler in and out of. It's a little different. Let's see here. Oh, you guys did hear me before too. Okay. All right. You can only hear me when I'm next to the phone. That thing says it's broadcasting, and it's spiking the thing when I'm talking. I guess I'm technically challenged. Oh, we can and we could. Hey, Woodworking 52. Thanks for joining in, brother. I just subbed to your channel today. Oh, well, we had a little conversation about your Patriot post. Check out Woodworker 52. That's he was on DiyLemma's live. I really like that Patriot post. It's pretty cool. Not a terribly difficult thing to come up with and do either. Those are the best projects. This one here it's taken me a lot longer days wise than it should have. I really haven't put that much time into it. I've been busy doing all kinds of other things, just kind of keeping busy. All right, so I got to remake a bunch of you guys mods again because I deleted all my managing mods because you guys couldn't talk or couldn't comment. And so let me run down through here and make a bunch of you guys mods real quick. Baby K, you do not want to be a mod, if I remember correctly. Baby K cannot hear. Turn up your hearing aid, Baby K. I'm just kidding. Being a smart ass. Anyway, it was like on the pole that I did on the light wood that is on the back side. You can actually see this is the pole that I had put out. I put that on the back because it was 33% for the light wood on the front and 67% for the dark wood on the front. So I put the hinges on that back side, and it all worked out. Hey, hit the like button if you would. It helps the channel. Anybody got any questions about this thing? I feel like it's been forever. I really haven't been on very many people's lives. I've been, just kind of doing my thing since my dad passed. Yeah, I totally cooked this up. I mean, literally, I took all the measurements off of the cooler, length, width, height, and then just built the frames to fit that, and then just started putting the legs together. I used all kinds of different things. I used hand planes on this one. I just played around. Thank you, Baby K. Yeah, that's what Suzanne, Rhinestone Suzanne said. Man, I need to put that. I need one of those to go by my pool. And I said, I need one of these. I need a pool to go by one of these. So, yeah, Woodworking 52, he was 90 years old. He had a great life. It's still one of them things. I talk to my dad almost daily in my entire life. And so, yeah, you know, you get that urge to pick up the phone and call your dad, and you can't do it anymore. It really sucks ass. But hey, Josh, man, I love, you know, those videos that you just cranked out are going to get some views. I love them. I gotta at some point do some epoxy stuff. I still gotta catch up on lathe work. I got some carving projects I want to do. I got a bunch of stuff I want to do. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, it is hard, baby K. It sucks. You know, just one of those things. Lost my mom 2 years ago. April, let's see. I think it was April the 6th. Maybe it was the 8th. I should know. I'm terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Woodworking 52. I'm just going to call you 52 from now on until I read your channel and get your name. You know, that ring bowl is gorgeous. You know, it might be one of them things that takes off after a while. I was telling you that I made one. Let me show you mine. There's the one I made. Definitely not as nice as a burl epoxy turned ring bowl, but it came out good. I still haven't coated the bottom, but it was a piece of firewood, or a split. It was a split in half piece. Same piece I made Kat's Moon Man out of that she still hasn't gotten. I'm such a procrastinator. So, yeah. You know, I like it. A buddy of mine's wife saw it and said, "Hey, can you make me one of those?" I said, "Yeah, I'll make you one." You know, the last live I did, I didn't get any views, and it was like, I don't know, a week ago. And then this is actually my second live today. I did one like 45 minutes ago, and I ran it for like 15 minutes, maybe something like that. And I went, and there was no one on there, not one view, not anything. I was like, there is something wrong. And evidently my default settings somehow got changed, and I didn't realize it, because normally I followed the same procedure I always do, and it broadcasts and it goes live. But now if you don't make it public and you say go live, it actually it goes unlisted. So yeah, it was unlisted. You know, that's what happened. Old path, shalom, shalom, peace, my man. Cat. Yeah, you know what? It's right here, Cat. You think of it often, but you hadn't seen it lately. Um, where is that thing? It is literally right here. Well, I know it is right here. I have totally revamped this shop. When Professor Rusty came down here and picked up those benches and stuff, man, this place was a total disaster area. I had drug a bunch of stuff out and hauled it off to the dump, and I've been burning for 4 or 5 days. When he got here, he was probably like, holy shit, how's this guy get anything done in there? And then I sent him a video the next day, and he couldn't believe how clean it was. You guys saw this little short when I was sanding this little thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Odley had some pretty good ideas with it, but it's spalted red oak. Put some wedges. I was going to make it into a candle holder, but drill some holes in it. Just set it flat. I don't know what I'll do. It was just scrap wood project. I felt like just kind of creating something. That's cool. 52. I appreciate you 7. If you're talking to me, I guess. Yeah, Kat, you didn't get notified because I didn't have the thing go public like a ding dong. All right. Yeah, it's different. I love spalted wood. That was a little bit punky. I had to keep removing a little and keep removing a little, and then I let it. It finally, I think it's okay now, or going to be okay. Um. All right. Well, 52 hadn't seen a few of my later carvings, but I do some carving. I haven't done any here lately. I've got some older videos, but I did this dinosaur guy. I was going to do a scarab for EW's relic carving competition, and he said I could go ahead and he offered. He said you can go ahead and submit that dinosaur as part of that relic. I thanked him because I wasn't going to have time to get to my scarab, and I got my Hellboy over here. I can show some of you. I think everybody on here has seen him. Not exactly a masterpiece, but I don't know. I've been carving 2 months probably when I made this. Maybe 3 months. Let me put the lid on this real quick. Put my brush back in. I always put my brushes inside the cans and store them in there. Most brushes will hold up. Some brushes kind of disintegrate, but all right. You guys seen my stump stool? It's spalted red oak too. That thing's gorgeous. It's kind of sloped. I didn't flatten it off, but I carved out the inside of it. Just a big old log. I burned the inside of it out. Yes, I gave my brother the Indian. Yep, they loved it. Yeah, that dinosaur head, that was a live inspiration. I had that thing cut. It's a push stick. I had it cut down into a wedge, and the carving wizard said, turn it into a. I was like, what? A dinosaur? I was like, well, all right. So I went to town, finished. I got basically close. I didn't have a picture to go by, but before I started it and finished it that second day, I got online and looked at a dinosaur head. Yeah, that Indian. You guys had a blast on that live. That was crazy. Subway. Amy Jo likes a Subway melt, and it's no longer on the menu, but they'll still make it for you if you ask. Yeah, the claw teeth. Yeah, you identified that as a really good looking claw teeth too. But they really did. Those or that necklace, they really did look like bear claws. Uh, for those of you that didn't see it, I used black walnut sapwood. Actually, it was the same stuff that I made that bowl from, and I made the Moon Man from. Same set of walnut logs. Maybe Joe got something dubbed. Tuna fish sandwich, did you get? Hey, hit the like button. There's 14 of you in here. Oh, 18. Got 9 likes now. In this video on this build here. I think I'm getting better at doing videos. I think I kind of struggled explaining things. I think I've gotten better. I think this is going to be a pretty good video. I don't know how many people want to build these things, but it was interesting. I like the ones that are challenging because you got to figure it out. Cheese and vinegar. Yeah, that wouldn't be me. That would be a sandwich I would make at home, Amy Joe. When I go to Subway, I'm like, heck, stick the Chipotle on there, give me banana peppers, onions, spinach, a little bit of green peppers. I have them loaded up. It's like 20% meat, 70% bread, and 30% vegetables. Why would you get nervous ordering at Subway? Were you in the middle of the ghetto? Tornado coming? Yeah, there you go, 52. Yeah, got a bottle opener on it. I threw one of them bottle I got like 10 or 12 of them things, Amy Joe. I threw one of those bottle openers in your box, which I haven't sent yet. I'm sending yours, EW's, and Cat's out, hopefully before I go to Indiana. Oh, Amy Joe, I'm right there with you, man. I have anxiety. I didn't used to. I've had it for, I guess, about 6 years, 5 years, almost 6 years. It came with my chemo treatments. It was a residual effect. What do you have that Marvel sent you? Bottle openers, or I missed it? LBW, don't judge me. Oh Lord, the anxiety sucks. Yeah, I hate it. You know. Where are you at, Woodworking 52? I grew up in Lafayette, Indiana. There you go, LBW. 52, this is a super tight network of. Oh, you're over there in LBW's neck of the woods. No, sorry. Sorry, LBW. He's a little west and south of you. Amy Joe, I think, maybe that anxiety is part of the reasons why, you had a hard time, really showing yourself on your videos, things like that. But you've obviously gotten more comfortable at it because, heck, you did that live with Dalen and them. That is awesome. It helps. My sisters, I'm one of 6 kids, and we were trying to get somebody to do the eulogy for my dad's funeral, and man, I thought about it, and uh, I just cannot do it. I cannot get up there and speak. We have one of his friends from, oh man, he didn't have very many friends that are left, but this guy, he was actually our next door neighbor. He moved in next door to us in 1963, and they've remained friends ever since. Yeah, I know LBW. Amy goes in your neck of the woods right now, pretty close. 52. Anybody got any questions about this thing? I lightly sanded it. Those two boards that are on the left and right side of the lid are planed. Uh, I think it. I think it was probably about 8 pickets maybe that went into this thing. Um, say for sure because uh, I used a lot of scrap pieces. I know the legs took 2 pickets. Um, the sides are, I think they're 17 inches, so 5. So there's probably 4 pickets in the sides, 1 in the top, then some trim pieces. I think it's 8's probably about right. Yeah, I put 3 coats of Helmsman Spar urethane on there. Cat. I sanded between the first and the second coat. Um, the back side behind I got to take the hinges off and paint up under there. Um, and then I'll be finished, just kind of like I did with this when I pulled that um, bottle opener off and went ahead and got up under there. And I'm gonna put some more in the bottom, but the majority of the inside has 2 coats in it. There was just a lot of dust in on that bottom section there that I didn't really get out too well. And I leave my brush inside the can, so I didn't want to get it down in there and get a bunch of dust particles inside my can and then spread pieces of dust all over because I still got a half a gallon in there. Yeah, the color on that I really like that color, you know. I don't know how much I should sell that thing for, but I mean that thing is sturdy. Um, let me show you. I think I'm going to put these wheels on. I'm probably not going to put them on it for the video, but, and I'm not worried about the strength of this, but I like to over engineer stuff. So I'm going to wrap, this is pressure treated spindles, and I'm going to put on 2 sides of it the same cedar, and then put this in the corner on the bottoms, and then this will stick out further, and so I can offset that something like this. And like I said, I literally stood on this thing and rocked back and forth. It's super solid. But if I put this in here, it'll be like a lap joint from the load of the cooler fully loaded. It's like 96 pounds. And that'd transfer all the weight straight to the ground. So I think because I like to make everything strong, I'm just going to do it that way. But for the video, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it out like this because I've got to get out of town and go back to Indiana. Not weird. Amy Jo's not weird. Hey, everybody. Amy Jo says she's not weird. Just want to make sure everybody got that. Amy Jo is not weird. uh, Amy Jo is a sweetheart. "12 hours in the car is a long time. It's like 11, 12 hours every time I go home. You know, sometimes I'll make it in like 10 and a half. I missed it. Amy Jo, what do you mean very nice, Joe? Oh, you're talking about this. I thought you were talking about me saying that Amy Jo's not weird. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Here we go. Now you were giving me laughs for that thing. We're all weird. I think we get weirder the older we get. Jamie farts one more time, I'm gonna smack him. Oh shoot. Where's home for you, 52? Can you guys hear? Oh, yeah, bean burritos. That's what you do before you go home, Amy Joe. Bean burritos. Load up on those things. Get some fiber bars for the for snacks. Sorry, Jamie. That'd make a lethal air quality. You might actually pass out and wreck. Steve-O. Oh yes, payback time. I sent this picture to Steve, and I sent a photo of this to Amy Joe earlier. She was checking on me this morning to see how I was doing. Yeah, Plywood, where are you? Oh, LBW, I got to make you a mod again. The reason why you couldn't comment on my things is I had you as a managing moderator, but now you're a standard mod. Southeast Ohio. All right. My daughter's moving to Columbus. She's going to be a nurse there. Bears already told me, and so is Michael S. I got to stop. They're off of 33 and 77 or 33 and 71. I can't remember. Down in bear country, that's right. I'm probably not going to be on here that much longer, but I feel like I'm not going to be back on another live until I get back, and that's not going to be until probably the 29th. His service is on the 28th, and that's a Friday, so I'll either leave on the 29th or the 30th. I prefer to drive on weekends. Steve-O, let me shut the lid. Well, I can't shut the lid, but let me close it down a little bit so you can see the top. You guys can't really see this here, but there's actually a little bit of silvery chatoyance that's coming off of some of this red cedar on the top. Looks pretty good. Have a look at that. You know, it's a good feeling when you buy a cooler and build a box around it, and you just figure it out as you go. Yeah, and this thing is rock solid. Chatoyance, yeah, that sounds professional. It does have some of it though. You know, when and Kat probably remembers this, when I did that show Shugibon and burnt a bunch of that eastern red cedar, and then I was cleaning a bunch of it down, and all the char and stuff that I had knocked off that went into this watery slurry. it was like reflective silver particles out the yin yang in that stuff. It was very strange. I didn't expect that at all. Remember when I was telling you that, Cat? Are you still here? Yeah, I'm sure Cat's still here. Chatoyance. It's these big words. It's like, yeah, I guess it is a manly piece. Somebody had a log cabin. This would be perfect for a log cabin owner. How much should I try to sell this for? What do you guys think? I know that they're anywhere from $300 to $400 or $500, but 500 is on the high end. Steve, I've got almost all the video done and edited. I just have to shoot the intro and a couple of little fillers. I mean, realistically, maybe an hour's worth of videoing and editing after this dries. I don't have any handle. Oh, that's something I wanted to ask you guys. I did not put any handle inside of this thing, but if I'm not going to put the wheels on it, I should probably put some handles on it. And I was thinking, I got a bunch of this jute that I did this bird feeder with, and I'm thinking jute handles. I don't want to make wooden handles. I could pick up some metal ones, but I think that might actually kind of look good, and then it keeps it cheap if somebody has this stuff. I think I paid like $12 for 100 feet of this stuff like 2 years ago. I still have a bunch of it left. So what do you guys think? Rope handles, no handles? Oh, path. Shalom, shalom, shalom. You need to do a song, shalom, shalom. Oh, your brain will retain it, Cat. No handles, handles, handles. Rope handle. Yeah, I don't know. I put these blocks in here. Whoops. Well, let me go with this side. You can see it better over here. It's got better lighting. These are 2 fence pickets that are laminated together, glued, and I put them in there. They're a little bit to the backside just so I could overlap these side slats and pick up 2 of them. I didn't want to put it directly on top of one because it wouldn't be as strong. So I got a little bit of overlap. I could have turned it the other way, but then I would have had to drop it down, and I didn't know where I wanted the handles to go. So I have plenty of structure. I got three deep, so it's an inch and 3/16 thick right there. So I mean, I can do handles, or I can do the rope handles through that. I don't know. This is my only screw up in the whole thing. I forgot to put this one little corner spacer in here, which isn't a big deal, but when you do something dumb, you're just like, well, that was stupid. No way to get it in there now. I thought about drilling. I couldn't find my 3-inch hole saw. I could only find my 4-inch. And I didn't want to make it that big. And the way that I did this on the side here, a 3-inch was going to be about the most that I could get in there. But you know, if I had done it to where the lid was skinnier, and this you wouldn't have to take your drinks off to lift it up, I might have done it. But kind of poo-pooed that idea. But I did think about it. Hopefully, I get a bunch of feedback from people that watch the video, and it helps you figure out what people like and what they don't. Baby Kisses, you're a spring chicken. What are you talking about? 77 Rockets is in the house. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was good. Good good little thing to wake up to this morning. Cup holder in the handle. How you like that ice chest? I know you're a beer drinker, Ryan. You need to build one of these. I think I was telling these guys earlier, I think there's 8 pickets in there. And what did I pay for those pickets? $3.59, I think. Yep. Blue cooler fits right down in there. Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan, I did this as a removable job. I'm going to get some rough measurements. You know how it is with pickets. Those pickets can vary an eighth of an inch in width easily and in thickness, but I just basically I ripped all these legs are 2 7/8, and then this side over here is 9/16 of an inch less because that's how thick my boards were than the other one, and so I just subtracted out from my kerf. So both sides of that leg are the exact same length from the look of it because of how they're joined. But if you see right here, this is the wide board. I put the wide board in the front. This is the narrower board from here to there. But from here to here is the same size as from there to there. And those are one picket. This is half of one picket, and that's the other half. So 2 pickets to do all 4 legs. And it keeps them the same. I hate that when people cut them and put them together, and one of them's 5/8 of an inch shorter than the other one. It just, to me, it bothers me. Josh, I got a whole bunch of 1-inch rope. I got like 18 feet of it. You don't need to send me in. Actually, it might be 1.25 inches. I have done some welding, and I did some TIG welding when I was in school on some aluminum, but that was a long time ago, and I wouldn't say I'm very good at it. Hey, 52, thanks for joining us. All these guys in here are cool guys. Hey, check out Woodworking 52's channel. He's a new guy. I can't remember. I think he has like 22 subs or something. I subbed to him today. He was on DiyLemma's live. Check him out. He made this thing called a Patriot Post. It's pretty cool, and it's probably a good item to take to you know, craft shows and stuff like that. It's not going to be terribly expensive. He carved out his stars. It's a cool little short. It's on a short video. It doesn't take any time unless he's got a long and I hadn't seen it yet. See you, Ryan. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Hey, you want to hear welding? I was painting structural steel on a grain silo, and the welders, the iron workers, were up above doing all their stuff too. And I had a 5-gallon bucket on a safety harness strapped to my hip, climbing up a ladder that was about 40 feet tall, and uh, welding sparks dropped into my 5-gallon bucket when I was about 30 feet off the ground and set that oil-based paint on fire on my hip. Literally, I had a 5-gallon bucket with about 2.5 gallons of paint in it burning that was strapped to my safety belt. That was not a fun situation. Okay, Ryan, definitely. I'll get some measurements together. I should probably try to include that. I've got some of them that I shout out in the build video, but not enough for somebody to be able to build it. Yeah, Kat, that's right. I mean, literally, all I had to do was get that paint spilled all over me. I had to get that thing off there and get off that ladder. It was not good. Yeah, it was not bad, not good. Hot pants. Yep, that would definitely classify as hot pants. Hot potato. All right, folks, you guys have been more than kind. I've been on here. You guys been staring at a whole lot of nothing, but that's a cool project. I had fun. I got 11 likes, and there's 4 of us in here. The diehards. The diehards. Baby K, Cat, LBW. I bet plywood's still in here. Thank you, Baby K. I appreciate it. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna. I mean, I'm gonna sign off. 1 a.m. Holy shit! It is. It's midnight here. Old path. My tachycardia wouldn't do well with anxiety. Yeah, no, that would not be good. LBW, man that recommended these things. Good deal. Hey, thank you, everybody. I'm going to push the button and sign off.